Alright, so I'm going to teach you guys how to play I Broke a String making this part. Alright, I'm going to just jump in here real quick before I get here. This is after I've already recorded everything. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and I knew it would be quite some time, but I'm leaving times in the description so that you can jump to whatever part you need. A lot of it's going to be explanation. Sorry if that's too much talking. I'm just trying to make sure everyone understands. So there's going to be times in there. There's also a video in the description of how I kind of checked what I think is a great tutorial for you to learn. So I definitely think you should check that out real quick. And go ahead and get back to the video. Sorry. So basically, this is like one of the most complicated songs I've tried to learn. And I learned it by ear. And then I also learned I think it's called piano like synesthesia tutorial on YouTube. I'll leave that linked in the description because that's how I, kind of like checked it to make sure that it was right. Like I first learned it by ear and then I went back, made sure I got it kind of right. And it's a little different. I left that in the description. Please go check that out because I guarantee that's going to help you probably a lot more than I will. So this is like my version, what I'm going to be showing you. Really not too far off from the original, but when I looked it up on YouTube, Google, whatever, I couldn't find any really explained videos, so I'm going to try my best to make one. Hopefully I make it understandable and make sense to you guys, and whoever is looking for it, I hope this helps. It's just playing the notes, and it shows you what notes it is. So if you can learn by that, that's perfect. Awesome. Great. Props to you. If not, and you need some more explanation, that's why I'm making this video. So, first off, I'm going to play the song, and then I'm going to split it up into, like, different parts, try to explain it the best I can. I'm not great, especially I don't even know all my scales and notes, so I'm not going to be amazing at explaining this, but I hope that it's understandable, and I hope I can teach you something. There's a lot of ways to do it. A lot of people have, like, different interpretations of the song, but so many people ask me, and I put the comments on the screen. And so I'm just trying to, hopefully I can help you guys out, satisfy the comments, and make sure this makes sense. So, yeah. All right, so first I'm going to show you what I'm going to be teaching you. So this is how I play the song. Okay, before the first scale, before you do anything, the whole song starts on this D sharp right here. The highest D sharp on the piano. You can hit it, I think in the song, he hits it like a good 5-6 times. You can play however you want. You can do whatever you really want. All I'm telling you, it's on this D sharp down here. I hit it like, whatever, 4 times. It doesn't really matter before you start the song, and it's going to sound like, go into the song. All right, so this first scale, or like the first section kind of thing, is based off this like D sharp scale. So it's going to be, and that's going to be with the first chord. So this first chord I think is a D sharp major 7. It's going to be D sharp. This is going to be with both hands, by the way. D sharp, G, A sharp, and D. So you're going to have both hands right here. D sharp, G, A sharp, D, and same thing on this end. And what you want to do is kind of like a left-right motion, so it's going to be like this. And the whole song goes that way. So it goes left to right. And you for the left hand, how it's going to work with the crossover kind of section is going to be like left hand, and then while the right hand's going, you're going to move over and hit these notes. So it's going to be like, right? So the left hand first, the first thing you start off with is this D sharp 7, or yeah, D sharp major 7, I think. So you're going to do that left to right, run down every single note. And then when you hit that one, after that, you're going to go with your left hand down to this G right after. So it's going to sound like this. And then with the right hand, there's a lot of different ways to kind of do it. You can just like go in like a back and forth motion. You can go left to right, or right to left. Like, it's really up to you. I kind of just like hit these ones a few times, and this is like with every single chord that we use. So it's going to be, so you're just going to hit that. Left hand's going to go, and the right hand's going to be going, or however you want to do that. And then after you hit this G with the left hand, you're going to do it again. And then the second time, you're going to hit this A sharp. So far, the first thing we have is, and you're just going to do the same thing with the right hand twice. And then same thing again, except left hand's going down to this D. And then the same thing to a D sharp. So right now, that first section's like, and the left hand is just going D sharp, G, A sharp, D, and then hitting these notes right here. The left hand then is gonna go from 4 just to 3, so 3 notes. It's gonna be a D sharp, then a G sharp, and then a C. And then the right hand's gonna be D sharp, G, C. And you're just gonna kind of do that like, they're kind of like run back and forth thing. So it's gonna be. So right now what we have with the left hand, sorry, okay, really bad at explaining this, but. And then after you hit this one, you're going to go from the left hand to this D sharp, G sharp, C. And then the right hand is going to be the same kind of motion, but with a D sharp, G, and C. And then it's going to, after you hit this once, it's going to go back to the right side again. And you're going to hit a D. And then you're going to do it again. D sharp. And then you're going to go to an F, and then to a G. I don't know if you can see that. So it's going to be. Okay. The next section is going to be this F minor 7. So left hand's going to be F minor right here. Sorry, right there. So F, G sharp, C, and then D sharp. And then the right hand's also going to be playing F minor 7. So F, G sharp, C, D sharp. The left hand's going to be going F, D sharp, B, A sharp, or B flat. And then it's going to be with this. Going to be doing the same thing. So you're going to hit this once with the left hand, and the right hand's going to be going. And I know there's a lot of different ways you can go, or you can go. It's really up to you. You're messing around with these chords right here, or these notes. So. And then after that, it's going to be down to this. So So what you're doing is a G minor here. The left hand, it's going to be a G minor. And then the right hand's going to be playing D sharp, G, A sharp, D. The same chord that we started with. It's down here. And except left hand's going to be playing G, A sharp, D. So, okay? And the right hand's going to be the same kind of pattern. It's going to be G, A sharp, D, and then D sharp. So it's going to be like... So we're still in that same kind of left to right motion that you do every single note from left to right first. And then after you hit that, you're going to go to the note down here. And then you're just screwing around until you hit this one again. Down to here. Okay. And then it's going to be a... Honestly, no clue what this chord is. G sharp major, maybe? I have no idea. It's a G sharp, C, and then D sharp. What you're going to be playing with the right hand is a little kind of weird. It's going to be G, G sharp, C, D sharp. So, G, G sharp, C, D sharp. Alright? Alright, so the right hand, or sorry, the right side for the left hand goes... So what that's going to be is a C, D, G, and then an E. So you're going to be doing this with the left hand. And the right hand's going to be on these notes again. So it's going to be like... Does that make sense? I really hope it does. So that's literally all that is. And then the next part goes... So what that is left hand's going to be going... It's D, F, G sharp, B, like this. Right hand's going to be going... It's going to be a D sharp, an F, a G sharp, and a B. So these are going to be the same, except left hand's going with the D, right hand's going with the D sharp. So it's going to be the same kind of notes. I understand this is probably really confusing. Sorry about that. It's going to be left hand, right hand. So then the left hand is going to be going, and the right hand finishes it. The melody is, so the melody for this side is going to be a F, D sharp, B, and then B flat or A sharp. But your right hand's going to be doing these two with the chord. So it's going to be like this. So what you want to do is those first two times, your right hand's just going to be playing these. And then, on that third one, you're just going to hit this with the left hand. You're not going to move the right hand over. So the first two are just going to be like that. And then the third measure is going to be this with the left hand. You don't move your hand. You're just going to hit this a lot harder with the pinky. And then, for the fourth one, it's down to here. So just to reiterate, it's going to be like this. So that means the right hand is going to be playing this. So on the third and fourth one is where you hit your pinky and your ring finger a lot harder. You're going to be hitting these two. So the pinky one goes, and then the fourth measure, the last time goes, you don't hit this B right here. You're going to hit this A sharp. And then down to a G sharp, F, and then the D sharp. So it's going to be like... So all together, it's going to be... Sorry, it's going to be the last two. And you're going to run those down slowly. So that last whole area, the last 4 measures that I just showed you is going to be... Okay? Hope that makes sense. All right, so this last part right here, the last little chord we do from this whole situation is going to be a... So what that is a left hand, D, D sharp, G, A sharp. So it's going to be... And you're going to play pinky, or how I do is pinky, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb. And then you're not going to be moving your left hand at all on this one. So it's going to be... Right hand's going to go, same thing, D, D sharp, G for the first one. And you kind of like... And the second time, you add in the A sharp. And then the third time, you're going to add in this D. It's going to be... And then for the last one, you're just going to roll down from left to right. And you're going to skip this D, and you're going to go right to a D sharp. After that little turn into the next part is going to be a... So that's a G sharp, G, F, and then it's just the first chord we played, this D sharp major 7. So that's going to be, again, D sharp, G, A sharp, D. D sharp, G, A sharp, D. You're just going left to right. And that's it. All right, so for the very last part, it's going to be this run from right to left down the whole kind of piano up until about here. So what it's going to sound like is this. I'm going to play it a little slow. And it ends on the same chord. Perfect. That's what I'm going to show you. All right, so what that's going to be is that first note, or sorry, first chord, same thing on both hands, left and right. It's going to be a G sharp. It's going to be a C, then a D sharp, and then a G. So it's going to be like left to right, running each note down. And then, so you do that once, you're going to go down the same exact thing, except you're moving this G to an F. So it's going to be same thing, except you're ending with an F. And then you're going to do that twice. Okay? Right now, I'm going to play that 4 times, or yeah, that, except changing these two. Then what's next? You keep the same kind of shape, except you're going to move the left 2 of that chord, I guess. So it's going to be this G sharp goes to a G, and then this C is going to go to A sharp. So it's like this right before. Then you're going to go like this. Just move these 2. And then keep that F. So it's going to be a G, A sharp, D sharp, F. And you're still gonna do that rundown. And then you're gonna do the same thing, except the right hand is not gonna hit this F. It's gonna stop at this D sharp for the second time. Second and fourth. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So the first one's gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the same thing, except for the next one, next chord, you're going from this G to a G flat or an F sharp. So it's the same thing as before. So it starts off. It's going to be the same thing as this chord, except your top finger, top note is going to move down here. Okay, the next chord we're going to do is going to be a F, G sharp, a C, and then a D sharp. And then for that second one, how everyone goes, this one's going to go from a D sharp to a D. The same thing, the left hand stays the same, the right hand goes. So far it's. Does that make sense? And then you can hit the C if you want. Sometimes I don't hit the C, it doesn't really matter. You can just want 3 in there. And the next one's gonna be, this is the first chord that we've used, the one we've hit a couple times already. So it's gonna be this D sharp, G, A sharp, D. Same thing, both hands. And then you're gonna go from here to a C. Except if you wanna hit with both, you can, or you can just go. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that one. Or can keep this thumb here. It's really up to you. So right now, I'm just gonna go over everything as we learn it. Next is gonna be a C sharp, F, G sharp, C. And then from that C down here, you're gonna go down to an A sharp. And then now it's gonna go down to a C, D sharp, G, A sharp. So then you're gonna hit this A sharp down to a G sharp. Okay, and then the last thing we're gonna do is gonna be we're only gonna hit this twice. So it's gonna be a B flat, A sharp, B flat, A sharp. It's gonna be a D, a G, and the same thing for this hand. Except right here, we're with the right hand, we're going A sharp, D, and then we're going G sharp, and then to a G. So it's like, in the left hand, and you only do that twice. So what it sounds like is this. All right, so we just ended starting here, ending here. Now what we're gonna do is the exact same thing, just an octave lower. So you're starting, you went from here. You went from this A sharp Now you're going back to that G sharp. Now instead of this time, when you get to this A sharp, D, G sharp, you're not going to do that. You're going to do it faster, like the same speed as the rest. So it's going to be 4. And then, once you hit this 4 times, you're going to move everything an octave higher. So same notes, except your left hand is going right over your right hand. Your right hand's going an octave higher. Same thing. And remember, the whole time you're just keeping that like left to right motion. So going through the same thing. You start here, end right here. Then you do the same thing an octave higher. And then I'm going to play it real quick just to show you that we end the first one going like, and then we end the second one keeping the 4. So the first one's 2. That doesn't make sense. I'll try it. 1, 2. The second one's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole thing. 1, 2. And then again, just with the 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move an octave higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octave higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on that last one, when you're all the way down here, it's going to be like just a little slower. You're ending slower. And then on the very last one, you're just going to kind of run left to right, like letting each note, do its thing. After you hit this last few notes, then you're going to go down to here, and you're going to play the very first note that we played again. This D sharp major 7. So it's going to be D sharp, G, A sharp, D. D sharp, G, A sharp, D. So it's going to be like... And then you can end this however you want. So I sometimes like do this kind of a run thing. You can end it however you really want. But it's ending on this note, this chord right here. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Yeah, should be pretty much covered the whole thing. And then now that it's done, I'm just going to play the whole song, what I've taught so far. I hope I've taught every part and that it makes sense. And so I'm going to play what it should sound like if I taught it right. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope this made sense. Thank you.